Welcome back to SEDA College Online. I am your teacher, Gabby, and you are in elementary level class. How are you, my friend? Are you good? Are you sad? Are you nervous? Do you remember our adjectives, our feelings? How are you? Yeah? So, if you don't know me, my name is Gabby Keller. I am from Brazil and I am in Dublin, Ireland. As you know, I'm waiting for our friends to join us. And while we wait, do you have your notebook? Do you have your pen or pencil? Because we'll have exercises today and our grammar is very fun. Vocabulary and grammar is very fun. It will teach you how to express yourself, right? So you'll be able to speak and put all your personality in English as well. So let's keep going, friends, because we have a few exercises to cover. So let's go. Here we have our vocabulary that it looks like grammar. Grammar. Grandma is the mom of your dad or mom of your mom, so is your grandmother. That's funny. Grammar. We have our grammar today that looks like a vocabulary and vice versa. It's new things, and I'll teach you one by one what they are. So you see we have four, where's my pointer? We have four options here, and we have four squares to fill. But I'm going to read out loud, and you have to guess and put them in the right place. All right, so I have something funny in my nose. So I'm going to read out loud and you need to listen and put them in the right place. Okay, so we have this number one here. Well, there's no number, but this number one here, a lot of girls. And who are we? Who are we? So one of these four options here, fill which one of them, all right? Who are we? The second one, this one here, what do we run? What do we run? So that's from a Beyonce song, but you know that. You know that one. So who are we? What do we run? So run, it's an expression for, it's a word that means that who is making something happen. So if you run a shop, you are the manager, so you make the shop happen. You have your employees, you have people that work there, and you are the manager of the shop, so you run the shop. So run in this case, the world, is girls. Who are we? Girls. What do we run? The world, right? So we make the world happen. Isn't that true? So who are we? What do we run? This third here with the map. Where are you from? Where are you from? How many children do they have? How many children do they have? Want to see the answers? Maybe one more time. Who are we? What do we run? Where are you from? How many children do they have? So there they are. So here I have a few translations just so you understand a little bit more, all right? So we have what, that is o que in Portuguese, and que in Spanish. We have who in Portuguese, quem é, ou quem somos in this case because it's plural. And can es in Spanish. We have where is my where? Onde in Portuguese, and in Spanish, donde, right? We have how many in Portuguese is cuántos, and in English, in Spanish is cuántos, cuántos, cuántos. Does that make sense now? So who are we? If that's our personality, so they have a lot of ladies, girls, 1, 2, 3, 4 girls. Who are we? Girls. What do we run? The road. So what do we run? Okay, and a kid, we run. Does that make sense? We run. Where are you from? That's your location. Where is location? And how many? It's about quantity. So how many children? So you see the picture here. This couple have one child, one baby girl, right? Can I keep moving forward? I'll give you a second. In Italian, I saw some, and it was what che cosa, who chi è, chi è. I really don't know how to pronounce Italian. Where, dove, and how many is come calciasi. I don't know how to pronounce that, friends. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but that's what you understand a little bit more if you listen to them in your own language, I believe. Let's keep going. So we have what kind, how, which, when. So we have, do you go to Ireland? Old are you? A film do you like? One, do you want red or blue? So this first one here, when do you go to Ireland? When do you go to Ireland? This other one here, how old are you? This other one here, what kind of movie do you like? What kind? And the ones with the bikes, which one do you want, red or blue? When do you go to Ireland? How old are you? What kind of film do you like? Which one do you want, red or blue? Let's go. Let's correct them. There you have it. When do you go to Ireland? How old are you? What kind of film do you like? Which one do you want, red or blue? So when, it's about time, right? So we have the calendar here and he's circling one day. So day, which day, when do you go? That's about when, it's time. So where is location, when it's about time. So when do you work today? And you say, I work in the afternoon. So that's about time in the day or time in the calendar, the many days. And that's in Portuguese is quando, and in Spanish quando. Italian is the same thing as well. Quando. I think that is. And how old are you? It's about your age. Is how many years you have of life, right? So I am, for example, how old are you, Gabby? I am 27 years old. And with ages, we don't say that we have an age, we are an age. So I am 27 years old. I don't have 27 years old. I am 27 years old, right? So we have what kind, and what kind, I don't think I translated that, but I'll tell you a little bit. So in our picture here, we have 4 types of movies. We have action movie, we have thriller, and we have pirate movie. We have 3 types of movie here of action. And I'm asking you which of the movies, which action movie, thriller, or pirate movie, what kind. So pirate movie, it's a kind, right? It's a genre, gênero, right, in Portuguese. So genre, and genre, it's kind. So it's what it is and how it is. Kind, what kind of film do you like? So I like comedies, for example. That's the kind of genre I like to watch. Does it make sense for you? And which one do you want, red or blue? So which for me here is qual. Qual in Portuguese, which. And in Spanish, I think is qual as well, with C-U-I-L. Qual. So I'm giving you 2 options, red and blue, right? And I'm asking you which qual do you want? So you have 2 options. In this case, you have red and blue, and I'm asking you which one do you want? So each one normally comes together. Which one? I'm asking you to choose one of 2 of them. Does that make sense? I'm going to repeat them if you like. When do you go to Ireland? How old are you? What kind of film do you like? Which one do you want? Red or blue, right? So how it's a quantos, right? That would be the translation for Spanish as well, quantos. That's quite fun. I like that Spanish and Portuguese is similar, so we don't have any trouble when I'm trying to translate. When, how, what kind, which. Let's keep moving forward, friends. Because here we have our ord of words. Word order. That's very difficult to say under pressure. So do you remember our ASI rule? Auxiliary verb, subject pronoun, and infinitive? Yes. So we have auxiliary verb, do, does. Subject pronoun, you, she. Infinitive, like, and rest of the sentence, dogs. So do you like dogs? Does she like dogs? So do you remember from yesterday? He, she, it, does. I, you, we, they, do. Remember those? Our subject pronouns and the auxiliary verb do. I do, you do. He does, she does, it does, we do, they do. All right? So that's our ASI rule. I'm giving you a few seconds to finish copying, friends. And then I can move forward to the new grammar. All right. So that's our new grammar. We have quasi, QUASI rule. Question word, auxiliary verb, subject pronoun, and infinitive. The only thing that changes here is the question word. How so, Gabi? Like this. So if you put your hand over what, where, how much, what kind, you have the other. Do we want? Does she live? Does it cost? Do you like? That's basically it. But we add the question words in front to make it more specific. So we have, what do we want? For example, you are in a restaurant, and then you get the menu, right? And you're going to choose as a group. So you look in the menu and you go, okay, what do we want? Does that make sense? We need to choose what, o que, from the menu we want. What do we as a group want? We have, where does she live? So you driving your car and you giving a friend a lift, and then your mom calls you and you have to tell, oh, my friend, I'm bringing her home, and she lives in Dublin. So you're giving them a lift to Dublin. So where does she live? She lives in Dublin. Where, location. Remember, that was very confusing. I'm sorry. Where, location, does she live? How much does it cost? So how much and how many. The difference is how many you can count. And I'll show you in a second another exercise, all right? How many, you have the units. You have, okay, how many fingers I have here? Many, right? You can see 4 exactly units of my fingers. And how much, it's about money. So money in general, when it's money, it's cash, it's much. How much is the quantity of the whole. Does it make sense? So how much does it cost? You are in a restaurant and you are ordering a wine, and you ask the waitress, how much does it cost? Right? So you want to know how much in your wallet you need to take, and how much money. Money is much, and units are many. So how much does it cost? Cost is about the price of things, right? How much does it cost? You're asking about the price. Money, money, money. So what kind of music do you like? So I'm putting what kind very big, and music smaller, because you can add anything there. You can go, what kind of movie, what kind of men, what kind of women. Everybody has a kind. We have a choice in stuff. We have a choice of music we like. We have choices of movies we like to see. A choice of people. You can like blonde, you can like brunettes, you can like brunettes. So that's something that you like, the kind, the genre, right? This the type. That's basically type. What type of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? So that won't change, my friends. English for this, it won't change. It's quite structured. This kind of questions. Your question word, auxiliary verb, do, does, subject pronoun, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, and the verb, the infinitive kind of verb, right? The base of the form. So want, live, cost, like, they are all infinitive forms of the verb. That's the base of the form. And of course, the rest of the sentence. You don't need to stop there. You can keep going. What do we want for today? Question mark. The rest of the sentence for today. You know what I mean? You can keep going with your sentence. You don't need to stop at the verb. And we have here, when is your birthday? So when, it's about time, right? The moment and the time the person is asking you that. And do you remember the verb be in questions? Verb be always come before pronoun. So your, here, this one here. This one here is our pronoun, and is is our verb be. So verb be, am, is, are. Remember? Am, verb to be, am, is, are. So it comes before the subject pronoun. When, question word, is, to be, your subject pronoun. Well, not subject pronoun, subject is another pronoun, but you get what I mean, right? It's the location of the things, and birthday is the rest of the sentence, right? So verb be is always before the pronoun, always before pronoun, most of the time for questions. I hope you're finishing your copy, friends, while I'm going insane. I didn't sleep well last night. So, yesterday I found out, I will let you copy that. I found out that dinosaurs had feathers, feathers in birds that people used to use for writing, the feathers. Feathers that birds have. They don't have fur, they don't have hair, they have feathers. And I found out yesterday at night at 2 a.m. in the morning, dinosaurs had feathers, and that blew my mind. So I spent half an hour in my bed looking in the ceiling thinking, can you imagine a T-Rex was actually a huge chicken that would eat other animals? Can you imagine a huge, humongous chicken that would eat another chicken? That's T-Rex with feathers. I know, it's blowing my mind. Let's keep going, friends. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I didn't sleep well. We have exercises. So you can see we have two how here, and they're separate with many and much, and I'm not going to force you to know which one is much and which one is many, because you'll understand a little bit more while we go. So that's why I put many and much. All right, so I'm going to read them and you know. Number 1, many chairs do you see? Number 2, is your birthday? Number 3, do you do? Number 4, much coffee do you drink? So there we have when, how, what. Can you please put them in these 4 questions? T-Rex with feathers. Very big chicken. That blew my mind. And it's very scary. I wish I could show you the picture. Can you imagine a T-Rex with feathers? I know, that was huge. Think about a chicken. Humongous. Like 3 meters, even more of height. That's just insane. Did you know that? Because I feel that I never knew that. Nobody never told me that, I think. Because in the movies, you see them like Jurassic Park, you see big dinosaurs. You do not think about them with feathers. Apparently, Hollywood decided to put them without feathers, like big reptiles. It's bananas. You ready to correct? Number 1, how many chairs do you see? So chairs is something that is you can count, right? You can count chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count. So there's many. How many chairs do you see? Number 2, when is your birthday? When is for time, dates. So for time, date, or dates in general, days and time of the day. Number 3, what do you do? So that question, my friend, is about your profession. So when a person asks you, what do you do? The person is asking, what's your job? Do you work with something? That's what do you do. So for example, I am a teacher. That lady there, she's a teacher. What do you do? I am a teacher. Yeah. Number 4, how much coffee do you drink? So coffee, I know, confusing. Coffee is liquid, right? It's a liquid, and you don't see the coffee beans. Coffee beans is the little things you roast to make coffee, right? The coffee beans. The coffee beans you can count how many, right? Or how much of the quantity of the weight. So for example, this one weighs 1 kilo. How much does it weigh? Right? Weight. It's everything together. And liquid, much as well. How much coffee do you drink? Don't worry about what is much, what is many. I'm not going to force you to know them all. Don't worry. Let's keep that going. Oh, do you want to repeat for pronunciation? I think it'll be fun. So number 1, how many chairs do you see? How many chairs do you see? Number 2, when is your birthday? So TH, birthday. When is your birthday? Number 3, what do you do? If it was about a lady, you were asking about a girl, you go, what does she do? Right? What does she do? What do you do? Number 4, how much coffee do you drink? Very well. So that's, as you know, I like memes, and this is one. Remember that one? It's a bit old. And who are we? Students. That's what we are. Who are we? Students. What do we want? Exercises. When? Always. You always want some exercises, friends. So I have one more for you with 4 or 5 answers. Let's see. You want to copy that? Who are we? Students. What do we want? Exercises. When? Always. Who are we? What do we want? When? Okay. You like this one? You have to put the words in the right order. I'm going to read them out loud, and I did make it easier for you today, all right? So we have number 1, computers. Work do we with? Number 2, of books. What kind? Read do you? Number 3, she at the weekend. What does do? Number 4, how many brothers and sisters? How you have to. All right, I'll give you, let me see, a minute to finish them, and then I can correct. Freaking dinosaurs, man. It really got me. 2 a.m. looking at the ceiling thinking of a huge chicken. Do you guys have allergies? Because I have allergies and to dust. You know, things in your house when it's quiet and you have the dust, you have to clean that off. So dust, I have allergy to dust, and I need to vacuum and clean my house. but I never have time because I'm all the time planning and giving you classes. So the allergies are kicking in. And in Ireland is spring. Spring when all the flowers come up and the pollen of the flowers. Oh, very annoying. Do you want to answer them now? I'll give you 2 more seconds maybe. So you know weekend, right? The word weekend is for Saturday and Sunday. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They are the weekend, and not the artist, not the band, the weekend. Brothers and sisters are the, if your parents have other child, other children, they are your brothers and sisters. For example, I have my sister Nanjara. She lives with my mom and my dog that now is in the sky. And she's very good in English, so she doesn't need those classes anymore. So she's not even watching my classes. Sisters. She's a younger sister too, so annoying. When I answer them up, because it's the last thing we have to do today. Here we go. Number 1, do you work with computers? So that was I just saw that I didn't put the capital letter here. So do you work with computers? Do, auxiliary verb, you, subject pronoun, work, verb. With computers is the rest of the sentence. Number 2, what kind of books do you read? So what kind, it's our question sentence, question phrase, of books, it goes together. Do, auxiliary verb, you, pronoun, read, verb. Number 3, what does she do at the weekend? So what is our question word. Does, auxiliary verb, she, subject pronoun, do, verb. That's our infinitive verb, do. Does is the auxiliary. Do, it's our main verb, right? What does she do at the weekend? So does she walk? Does she read? Does she watch TV? So that's what her action over the weekend, right? We have number 4, many brothers. How you have do? How many brothers and sisters do you have? So how many? It's our question phrase. Brothers and sisters. That's your question. Do, auxiliary verb, you, subject pronoun, have, verb. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Me, I have 1 sister. You see, I have, you're making me a question. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Can you ask me then? You, my friend that is over there, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Me, Gabby, I have 1 sister. So you can tell me now, I have 1 brother. I have 2 brothers, 4 sisters. I don't have brothers and sisters. Remember negative? I do not have brothers and sisters. And then you can tell me. What do you think? And our class, my friends, has got to an end. Do you want me to pronounce one more time for pronunciation before you go? Number 1, do you work with computers? Number 2, what kind of books do you read? Number 3, what does she do at the weekend? Number 4, how many brothers and sisters do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? So tell me, friends, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And how many did you get right? You can tell me, I got 4 right. I got 2 right. And then you can practice more with our exercises once they are ready. I'll let you know. It's a lot to do, friends, a lot of exercises, so it'll take a time. And now that I'm here, before we go, I need to say thank you to my friend Tulipa. You're a lovely lady. Thank you very much for helping me out. She's the one helping me with the exercises, so we are working together. I hope you have a good day, friends, and I hope you learned something new today, and tomorrow we'll have some review. So if you didn't understand something today, tomorrow I'll explain a little bit more again, okay? Have a good day, friends. Bye-bye.